Hey everybody, Happy New Year. Welcome to mini concert number 43. Starting in a brand new year. Only 10 more mini concerts to go and I'll have a year worth of them under my belt. Hopefully we can all get out a little bit more after that. First song tonight is a song by a Scottish folk singer by the name of Donovan, who was pretty big back in the 60s. Yellow is the color of my true love's hair. In the morning when we rise, in the morning when we rise, that's the time I love the best. Blue is the color of the sky. In the morning when we rise, in the morning when we rise, that's the time I love the best. Green is the color of the sparkling corn. In the morning when we rise, in the morning when we rise, that's the time, oh that's the time I love the best. Mellow is the feeling that I get when I see her. When I see her, oh yeah, that's the time I love the best. Freedom is a word I rarely use without thinking. Without thinking. About the time when I was loved. Yellow is the color of my true love's hair. In the morning when we rise, in the morning when we rise, that's the time I love the best. So the name of that song is Colors. The next song is one that I sort of pirated. The real song is called The Separation Blues, but since we're going through these trials and tribulations these days, I wrote a song called COVID-19 Blues. Looked it up on the internet the other day. I'm not the only one. They have a pretty long list. Mama's in the kitchen, Papa's in the hall. Mama's in the kitchen, Papa's in the hall. Mama's in the kitchen, Papa's in the hall. They don't talk to each other at all because they got the COVID-19 blues. Well, you see that fly crawling up the wall. See that fly crawling up the wall. See that fly crawling up the wall. He don't talk to Mrs. Spider at all because they got the COVID-19 blues. When you kick your baby out of bed, she's not wearing a mask. And when you ask her to social distance, she is not up to the task. You better leave that woman, leave her quick. Leave that woman and leave her quick. Leave that woman and leave her quick. Oh, you know you're likely to get sick. It's better to leave than to get the COVID-19 blues. Well, there's a dude in China, he went and bought a bat. Despite the regulations, he went and bought a bat. This dude in China went and bought a bat. Sure, he did not realize that he'd be the start of the COVID-19 blues. Well, we didn't pay attention, so the dang thing spread. Didn't pay attention, so the dang thing spread. Didn't pay attention, so the dang thing spread. Now our hearts are full of dread. It's better to leave than to get the COVID-19 blues. When you kick your baby out of bed, cause she's not wearing a mask. And when you ask her to social distance, well, she's not up to the task. You better leave that woman, leave her quick. Leave that woman and leave her quick. Leave that woman and leave her quick. Or you know you're likely to get sick. It's better to leave than to get the COVID-19 blues. Yeah, it's better to leave than to go to COVID-19 blues. So that is a version of the COVID-19 blues. And when we're a little bit further into the vaccination process and flatten the curve and hopefully get back to normal, I will add another verse about the normalization of the world, hopefully. Next song is a Peter, Paul, and Mary song, written by the college roommate of Peter Yarrow, a fellow by the name of Leonard Lipton. He wrote a poem for a creative writing course in his freshman year based on a poem by Ogden Nash about a dragon. I think you probably heard it. Peter Yarrow asked Leonard Lipton if he could use it, and when it became a big hit, he paid Leonard Lipton commissions on it. Pretty good. Royalties, I guess. Of the magic dragon lived by the sea, and he frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper, he loved that rascal Puff, and he brought him strings, sealing wax, another fancy stuff. Together they would travel on a boat with billow sails. Jackie kept a lookout perch on Puff's gigantic tail. Noble kings and princes would bow whenever they came, and pirate ships would lower their flags, and Puff roared out his name. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea, and he frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea, and he frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Well, a dragon lives forever, but not so little boys. Painted wings and giant rings give way to other toys. One gray night it happened, Jackie Paper came no more, and Puff, that mighty dragon, he ceased his fearless roar. His head was bent in sorrow, green scales fell like rain. Puff no longer came to play along Cherry Lane. Without his lifelong friend, Puff could not be brave, so Puff, that mighty frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea, and he frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Obviously that's Puff the Magic Dragon. Let's see, what have I got next? Ah, yes. Used to be a huge rock and roll fan back in the 50s and 60s, and I really don't do a whole lot of rock and roll. It's mostly folk music, but Karen talked me into playing a song called Oh Boy. So I do that now, but I made a couple of additions to it. All my love, all my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. All my life I've been away, tonight there'll be no hesitating, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. 12 stars appear in the shadows of the falling. You can hear my heart calling. A little bit of love makes everything right. I'm gonna see my baby tonight. All of my love, all of my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. Rock and roll is here to stay, it will never die. It was meant to be that way, though I don't know why. Rock and roll will always be, it'll go down in history. Rock and roll is really cool, I dig it to the end. It'll go down in history, just you watch my friend. Rock and roll will always be, it'll go down in history. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class, but that was just a lie. They said you was high class, well that was just a lie. You ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. All of my love, all of my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. All of my life I've been waiting, tonight there'll be no hesitating, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. Well, a little bit of love makes everything right. I'm gonna see my baby tonight. All my love, all my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world can see that you were meant for me. A little fluff there in the words.
Oh boy.
What's that?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy indeed. Okay, next song is a sea chanty. Sea chanties are work songs, usually sung by sailors to help them with rhythmic jobs at sea. What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober. Put him in a longboat till he's sober early in the morning. To me hooray, to me hooray. To me hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter. Put him in the bed with the captain's daughter early in the morning. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning. To me, hooray, and up she rises. Hooray, and up she rises. Hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. That is, what do you do with a drunken sailor? So let's see, last up tonight is another Scottish tune. Started out with a Scottish tune. And this one was suggested by Thomas Daniels. By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny braes, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love forever want to gaze, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, you take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before ye, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Was there that we parted in yon shady glen, on the steep, steep slopes of Ben Lomond, and in purple hue the Heelan hills we view, and the moon coming out in the gloaming. Oh, you take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before ye, where me and my true love will never meet again, on the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Well, the wee birdies sing, and the wildflowers spring, and in sunshine waters are sleeping, but the broken-hearted ken nay second spring again, though the weeple may cease from their greeting. Oh, you take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll be in Scotland before ye, where me and my true love will never meet again, by the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond, by the bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. That's Loch Lomond, and that is mini concert number 43, 1st of 2021. Hope to see you next week, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Mini concert 44. Happy New Year.